All right, so we're back with recast T'Challa. How are we going these days? How things are going? Of course, I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna quit either. It's like I do bits and pieces, but I don't do a lot. But even though I don't do a lot, it is cool to at least mention it. And I think that's the thing that I can do is mention it. So let me just say one thing. It's kind of messed up that you won't recast him, but yet you did the thing that I had to basically get used to. Something that I had to get used to, even though every single time I look back, it's pretty hard. Which is none other than freaking War Machine getting recasted. Terrence Howard just had one movie, and I'm like, well, look at what you're doing to so many people these days. You just saying, oh, we'll have a movie for you. And I'm like, then you should have done that with Terrence Howard if you actually wanted Don Cheadle his first damn place. You gave him a lot of money, then wait for a role that actually truly suits him. Okay? Because it sucks doing Iron Man and then continuing on and be like, oh, and now no more Terrence Howard. We're now on to Don Cheadle. It's like, oh, that's quick. Like, yeah, an Iron Man 2. And I'm like, who? It's like, what the fuck, man? It's like, yeah, that was like a real sobering, dude. Seriously, man? Seriously, man? Really now? Seriously? It's like, I just like continuity of it all. It's like, if we're gonna do this crap, you might as well erase him fully. Make Iron Man 1 again. Digitally replace Terrence Howard with Don Cheadle. Because I'm like, I just can't really do this if you get this one copy, and it just sucks. Edward Norton, same deal, but Don Cheadle is more the idea here. Where it's like, yeah. And Terrence Howard didn't die. He's doing strong. But here's Don Cheadle. And it's like, cool and all, but it just sucks at the flow. It's basically just makes me say, oh, okay, just throw away Iron Man 1 and we'll just start with the Incredible Hulk or Iron Man 2. Yeah, that's kind of sucky, don't you think? It's pretty sucky to have to throw away a freaking movie just so I can actually be okay to do the continuity, you know? Because it's like, oh yeah, because you go back to the beginning and you're like, oh, Terrence Howard was in MCU for the first time. It's like, yeah, that's what happens. It's like, yeah, no. Yeah, it gets sucks. So they have some promotional photos for it. The good news is that they call it Wakanda Forever. They don't really call it Black Panther 2. They just call it Wakanda Forever, which I think that's kind of good. You have to look at it out of the box. Is it really called Black Panther 2? So the good news is that the real Black Panther 2, if we're going to really call it real, because it seems to me that you could just say that this whole entire thing, this is just a side story. Yeah, you know, a spin-off. This is not really Black Panther 2. And it's like, that's good. Did they recast someone? I really kind of hope that they did something in secret. They can slip it in, technically. Well, personally, I would prefer that this isn't Black Panther 2. I would prefer, and they can walk it back. The good news is that they can kind of walk this back as long as the movie isn't completely stupid. Because if they decide to actually do the whole thing of where he died for the second time and funeral everything is like, well, that sucks. It's like, yeah, this is messed up. Really messed up. Now, if they don't do that and they just focus on the characters, cool. And then they can actually just bring him back into ends credits. Yeah, show him that he's still here in the ends credits and they recast it. Oh my gosh. Everyone will freaking say, yeah. And that's good. And then you have the real Black Panther 2. There we go. They can easily walk it back. So why recast T'Challa, in my personal opinion? because I love stories. And, well, almost every single character except for Hulk, it's like, except for freaking Hulk, they got 3 movies. So I would like him to have his full story to be done. I would like him to actually have all his stories that can be told to be done. I would love that. It's like they can easily just make new stories and they don't really have to have King T'Challa. I'm like, true. But the thing is that you didn't plan for Chadwick Boseman's departure when you were thinking about the future stuff. So keep the future stuff. I would like to have the original ideas to continue going. The ideas that you have now, cool that you're still doing it, but allow it to not bend what you originally had planned. Keep the originally have planned stuff. I want to see that story. I definitely want to see that story. So let us see that story. I'm just saying you could just keep this as a spin-off. I would prefer this as a spin-off and not really Black Panther 2. Because I'm pretty sure it is. Because think about it. They just kept it at Black Panther 2. Not only that, but shouldn't it be Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever? No, it's called Wakanda Forever. So I think what's funnier enough is that they can easily go the sideways and be like, that was a Black Panther 2, that was just a spin-off. And it's like, well, good. There we go. They figured things out. They figured things out. But still, they should recast. It's a good idea to recast. The actor, his family, they said that he does not want his character to die just because he did. He would like it to see passed on. He started this flame, and it's basically like the whole Olympics thing, where it's like, the dude, he ran for the Olympics and started it. He's passing the torch. Bang! Oh my gosh, he got shot. Oh no, the runner got shot. The baton, it's falling to the ground. What the dude's gonna do? He's gonna pick it up and keep running, or he's gonna just let it fall there because, well, the runner got shot. He's hurt and injured. You would hope that the person continues to pick it up and continue going, because you started it. You need to make sure that it goes to the finish line. The person that got shot, it's okay. He's going to get taken care of. There's many people around. You don't really have to worry about anything except grabbing the baton and keep going. I know that's a grim example, but I'm just saying. The story's not over yet. You didn't plan for his death. Keep the original story that was you're thinking of, because I'm pretty sure you had so many ideas of what happens next. Let's keep it going. His death shouldn't mean anything. I know it's horrible. I know it's sad. I know you're grieving. But you just need to make sure you know that the character should still continue on. He wanted that. He didn't start the character just to be like me. No. I don't even remember anyone who actually was like that. So it's a good idea to do the right thing. They don't be recasted. Allow the stories that you were thinking about happen. Just do the right thing and not make it messed up like Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle. Just saying. We don't need to have a Black Panther. I mean, as long as he's able to bring it. If he's able to bring it, come with it, okay. But if you just bring a darker person and it's like, whoa, what the freaking Dunkachino? It's like, I would be fine if you just, same shade. He looks close to him, but not really him, but he's close to him. We good. If you do the Don Cheadle thing, I'm like, dude, you just wrecked all this freaking crap. You wrecked us all. Well, I actually own Wakanda Forever. As soon as it comes to DVD, it's like, this is too way too early to figure that out. But I would say if it does do something messed up, it'll be the first Marvel movie I will most likely skip, unless they put it in a bargain bin for $5. It's like, yeah, unless it's treated as bad as Black Widow. Now it's $9.96, but it has to be even lower than that for me to be like, okay, I'll pick it up.
gonna get it. Oh, she's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. Oh, she's gonna get it.